Welcome back again. So on this video I'll show you how to validate SQL Server clustering. So let's start. To validate the clustering, you need to go to the server manager, then you need to go to the tools, then you need to go down to Failover cluster manager. It will open the cluster manager window. So you can go here, validate the configuration, or you can do it from here. So what does it mean by the validating configuration? So you remember we added three server 1, 2 and 3 for the clustering. So it will validate all of the required component for the clustering, and if everything is okay, then you are good to go. So to validate, right click on the failover clustering, validate configuration. It will open a wizard. Click next. Then you need to add the server that you want to validate for the clustering. So here click on the browse, then search for the name, check names, and for me is server 1, 2 and 3. Click OK. OK again, and it will add these three server and it will validate later one. So here if you see the two option, run all test or run only select test. So if you want, you can run the selective test, but my recommendation is you need to test everything when you do the clustering, so you'll get a full picture of your environment. So I'll go with the run all test, then next. Okay, so this is a confirmation window. Let's click next. Okay, so now we started validating. It will take few minutes. I'll pause the video. Okay, so the validation completed. If you want to see the full report, you can see it from here. Click the view report. It will open a web window. Yes. Okay, so it's coming up. So you can see everything from here. So everything is success. I have some warning, so you can ignore the warning. If you don't get the any error message, you are good to go. And if you get any error message, then you need to go back and fix the issue, and then you need to run the validation again. So at this point I do not have any error message. I have couple of warning. So from here you see here nothing. Okay, no warning, so it is good to go. So click here, create the cluster and then finish. It will open another window to create a cluster. Okay, so click next. Now we need to provide the cluster name. So I'll give you the easy cluster. Let's make it bigger. Easy cluster, and the IP address. So it's automatically 2K IP address. So it's a network IP address, and what we need to do and get the IP address. So if you remember, we use server IP address 192.254.57.191. so we used 193 for server 3. So let's do it consequential. So 57.194. okay, so this is a sequential IP address I'm using, and then click next, next again, and now it is creating a new cluster. So it will take a few minutes. I'll pause the video and I'll come back. So let's keep the note here. So cluster IP, it should be 192.254.57.194. okay, so the cluster created, and if you see, our cluster IP address is 192.254.57.194. so click finish, and we are done from here. So on the next section, I'll show you, and I will do some failover from one server to another, and we'll continue from there.